signs in the sun, moon, and stars. Here we are, family, back on Stellarium, hunting the signs. We're looking at the moon entering into the constellation of Libra. And here I have it set, the last phase of the moon before it drops out from its 100% full phase. The moon today and into tomorrow will be full. It begins its full phase in about an hour from the time I'm making this video. It's currently in the constellation of Virgo. So let's go back to today. And we'll go ahead and leave it here at 10:33. That's only a couple hours away. So if you look over here under phase, you'll see that it's at 100%. And that is today. And the moon will move into the constellation of Libra. So we're looking at the outer lines of the constellation here. And we could see that the moon enters the constellation later tonight. This is all done from where I'm at here in Portland. So we're on West Coast time. 4/26, 1933. If we go back to the moon, and we scroll in, we can see how the full moon is literally right on the line of the inner temple, or you can consider this an altar. Let's go to Heaven Speak Blogspot. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of these really quick, but I think you should go back to Heaven Speak Blogspot. You can just enter Mazzaroth Libra into your search, and it'll be one of the first web pages that come up. The Heavens Proclaim, Heaven Speak Blogspot. The Hebrew name of this sign is Mozanim, the scales, or the weighing. The Arabic name is Al-Zubayna, purchase or redemption. In Coptic, it's Lambadia, house of propitiation. In Arabic, lamb is grace and badia is branch. In Latin, it's Libra, which means weighing. The older Akkadian name was Tulku. And this is where we get the sacred mound or the holy altar. And in ancient times, instead of it being presented as scales, this was a mound or an altar. And if we look at these signs of the stars, so the brightest star is named Zubin al-Ganubi, which means the purchase or price which is deficient. Man is weighed in the balances and found wanting. The second brightest star is Zubin al-Kamali, the price which covers. It also has another name, al-Gubi, heaped up or high. The third brightest star is near Centaurus and the victim slain. It is called Zubin Akrabi or Zubin al-Akrab, the price of the conflict. So if we go back to Stellarium and we look at this Libra constellation as an altar with the bride, the full measure of the bride at 100%, entering into the inner constellation. And as it begins to cross the line, it goes to 99%. And to me, this was a great sign. The full moon in the constellation of Libra. We have many watchmen that are on high watch over the next 3 to 4 days. And these are the times when we look to the heavens to complete the story. And we have some amazing signs here with the moon being full, transitioning from the constellation of Virgo, the Virgin, showing us that we, the bride, the virgins who are 100% sold out for our husband, Messiah, waiting on his return. We are still in the time of the betrothal. Betrothals can last anywhere from 1 to 2 years. And we passed the 1-year marker at the sign of the eclipse. And now we're transitioning into all the other codes that are being revealed. And this is our time for high watch. As the moon transitions through the constellation of Libra, it then enters into Scorpio and Ophiuchus before it transitions into the Golden Gate. So we're looking at high watch over the next 3 to 4 days as the moon goes through this part of the Mazzaroth. Just as when the planet Jupiter during the Revelation 12 sign was in the womb of Virgo, many of us, after Jupiter came out of the womb, were doing our research on the following signs. And this is the time where we were on high watch in 2012 as the moon entered into the constellation of Libra and then into the HOOPAH and the Golden Gate. So, over this next day, We have a high watch for the bride entering into the inner temple or the altar. We're going to come back and we're going to show you some more amazing signs. We're going to cut off here, allow this video to get loaded. I'm having problems with my phone and my computer, and it has been very, very challenging. Doing this without a residence or a home makes this a lot more difficult. So thank you for your patience. Forgive me for not being on this as much as I'd like to. I'm doing my best to try to get into a place and get a functional job that allows me to do this work. So I would love your prayers, and for those of you who have been helping, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We'll see you soon.